Hey friends, this is not a snow day. Day 21 on the clock. It's a Friday here in Michigan, nice and sunny. And thank you so much for joining us. As always, subscribe down below, like the video, comment. Your comments are so helpful to help me shape what content is coming up next and lets me know that people are out there listening, watching, hopefully benefiting. Today is a Friday, and so we're going to send you into the weekend with some helpful hints from Mara Shaven. Mara is a Los Angeles resident right now, transplanted from Michigan. She's a former student of mine, U of M grad, now at UCLA's Mindfulness Awareness Research Center, where she's continuing to study, and she's a small business owner out there, and she is going to give us some helpful hints and some tips about staying a little calmer, a little bit more emotionally healthy, and hopefully help relieve or give us some ways to alleviate the stress that these uncertain times and our close quarters can sometimes cause. So have a great weekend. I will start posting again on Monday, but now we're going to our interview with Mara, and hopefully you find some things in there that help you, help the people around you, and don't forget to wash your hands after the interview. For now, stay put. This is good stuff. Thanks for watching.
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. So you are the co-founder of ZenStop. You are training at UCLA's Mindfulness Awareness Research Center. You are a U of M graduate, transplanted from the state of Michigan, now out in Los Angeles. Tell us a little bit about some of that stuff. What are you up to?
Yeah, for sure. And fun fact, I'm also a graduate in North Farmington High School, which was a great time. I'm out here in LA specifically, and me as well as a couple partners, we own a meditation studio. It's actually a mobile meditation studio. So we actually renovated the school bus, and we visit offices, schools, neighborhoods, events, and we bring live taught group meditation classes. So we specialize in short, accessible meditations, trying to help people integrate mindfulness into their everyday life.
That's awesome. Now you have this beautiful, amazing bus. I'm gonna link to your website in the about comments on this video. It's gorgeous. I think your bus might be nicer than my house. But you can't drive a bus to gather people to meditate right now. So as this new medical reality is becoming our day-to-day, how have you guys with ZenStop shifted to accommodate and keep people healthy?
Yeah, so I think really more than ever, I think people are looking for resources and really practical tools and tips to deal with our collective stress and anxiety, because there's so much that we're all handling right now in different ways. And so we've realized there is a great need to continue teaching at this time. And so we've really transitioned to doing live taught meditations virtual. So we do a lot of YouTube live streaming, different kind of Skype, Zoom calls with different offices and organizations that want to integrate mindfulness and meditation.
Cool. So people, if they were interested in finding out more, could check you guys out on Instagram. You guys have a great feed there, and you do some live stuff. And then is some of the sessions you broadcast, are they housed on YouTube channel, or are they on your website, or both?
Yeah, so we have a handful of free resources on our website, YouTube channel, Instagram, TV, and then we also have, if you want to subscribe your company to ZenStop for the month of April or the month of May, or for both, or even longer, we're not sure how long we're going to be doing it. So you can just reach out, fill out on the form. We get back to everyone on our website and can kind of help explain more what that looks like there. So.
Okay. So if I'm not familiar with mindfulness, and it's a term that in education, certainly people have been talking about a lot the last year or two. Some people get it confused with meditation. Is it mindfulness? Is it religious? Is it secular? So could you tell us a little bit about what mindfulness is and why it's important in a time when we're all probably feeling pretty uncertain?
Yeah, that's a really great question. Thank you for asking that. I like to use the definition of mindfulness as paying attention to your present moment experience with openness, curiosity, and some willingness to be with what is, So that's the definition that I like to use, and it's also the definition that my teacher that I most closely study with uses. And it's also included in a lot of like the UCLA terminology. And I specialize in secular mindfulness, so it's not religious. It has nothing to do with spirituality. Really, I don't touch on that. It's mostly practical tips and tools for dealing with everyday life before this all crazy stuff happened, and after and during, because there's still a lot to improve upon. And I think people really get lost in the future and the past with their mind and their stories and their thoughts. And when we're able to actually quiet the mind and center yourself in the present moment, you can really find there's actually a lot of ease and well-being, even during these really challenging and hard moments. So that's what you're kind of tapping into. And mindfulness is a type of meditation. So if you think about meditation, you could think about it as like a sports category. So in sports, you have football, baseball, basketball, all of the sports, right? So meditation is actually the same thing. Meditation is like a broad category. So there is mindfulness meditation, which is what I specialize in. And then there's also, there's like loving kindness meditation, compassion, transcendental meditation, all different types of meditation like that. So.
Awesome. So what are some and to kind of spoiler alert here, Mara, at the end of this, you're going to lead us in a short 90-second, 2-minute mindfulness exercise that we can get a taste of what you guys do, and maybe it'll help out some people who are at home, something you could do with your classmates, and by classmates I mean the people who are taking classes in your living room right now, as well as for ourselves. So what are some hints or some tips that you would give to people to be a little bit more present, and then maybe you can lead us in an exercise.
For sure. Well, I think one of the easiest ways to access the present moment is in your body. The body is always in the present moment. Bringing body and breath awareness with you throughout the day is a really like easy tool to use. So paying attention, like, am I tightening my body? Am I like, my shoulders are up here? So I think a tool that's helpful throughout the day is just like more body awareness, and it can give you immediate access to the present moment. If that doesn't work for you, I think also like noticing sounds around you, noticing your thoughts. I don't know, just like.
I think that's really good, because I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm thinking that a lot of us had like phases of the day. Like if you're a kid, you'd have homeroom, and then you'd walk, and then you'd settle into another class, and then you'd maybe have lunch and recess. There's all these different rhythms. And if you were commuting to work, you get your coffee, you'd have that water cooler conversation. And what's happening is we're all kind of, with good reason, in the same space, and some of us sitting in the same chairs for long periods of time. And I feel it in my jaw. That's where a lot of my physicality of my, I just feel myself clenching, and then suddenly it's 2:00 and I'm like, oh my face hurts. So what I'm hearing you say is it might be really nice for us to take some time out in our routine with kids who are working maybe at a table, or someone who's working in that corner closet you've carved into your new at-home office, and be like, all right, where am I right now? Because you just keep taking calls, keep answering emails, and next thing you know, you've lost a day, but your body's lived through that and probably internalized a lot of things. Does that sound correct to you?
Yeah, sounds really correct.
All right. So just another spoiler is that Mara is a former student of mine, and there are few things better than when I get to learn something from one of my students. So now I'm super geeked out about it. All right, so that's one thing, is being aware of your body. You were starting to talk about sounds before I rudely interrupted you.
Yeah, so I think also sometimes paying attention to your breath. I always offer that as a point of focus throughout your meditation, and also just a nice point of focus to come back throughout the day. I think even just one deep breath, like throughout your day, can actually make you feel better. And maybe that is 3 deep breaths or that, but sometimes it does stress people out. So I like to offer other points of focus, like sounds, or some people pay attention to body sensations, like your heartbeat, or you can feel like a lot of tingly sensations in your hands and your feet. So different access points.
Awesome. Awesome. So pay attention to how we're carrying ourselves and if we're holding anything in there, as well as being able to focus on something to help get out of maybe the thoughts in your head that aren't being productive or aren't on task, and then coming back to whatever you're supposed to be working on. All right. These are 2 great tips. I mean, clearly you've been studying this for a long time. So, 8 minutes isn't going to make us an expert like you, but we've got a ton of places to find some research. I'm ready for you to walk us through a little exercise here. Are you up for it?
Cool. Yes, I am ready. Can I start?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. We'll just begin by closing the eyes.
Okay.
You can take in a deep breath in through the nose, breathing into the belly, breathing into the chest, holding at the top, and exhaling, letting that all go. Another deep breath in through the nose, breathing into the belly, breathing into the chest, all the way to the top. And exhaling, letting all that go. One last deep breath, maybe the deepest breath you've taken all day, in through the nose, breathing into the belly, breathing into the chest, holding at the top. This time as you exhale, just softening the entire body a little bit more further down into your seat. Noticing if you're carrying any tension, just allowing it to soften. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Cool.
Nice.
That was
Nice.
quick.
Yeah. So just something simply like that. A parent could pause in the middle of whatever's going on and have everybody in the house, or maybe just 1 or 2 learners, especially people who need it, just think about their breath and get settled in.
For sure. 100%. And then one last thing that I'll kind of add is like a really accessible tool and tip, is if you can, I think before anything starts in your day, because all sorts of things can go wrong. You could be surprised, just all the things. I think something that mindfulness can help you cultivate is the quality of equanimity. So not being so reactive to things that are happening, whether that be your kid getting upset about something or something else going wrong. If you can, taking even 2, 5, 10 minutes before everyone else in your house wakes up, for just like a short meditation session to sit and quiet the mind. We have guided meditations that are super accessible, that you can check out, all the information below. And I'm happy to answer any further questions if anyone reaches out. But it can really help set up your day and help you not be so reactive to everything that happens throughout the rest of your day.
Nice. So one of the things that I teach leaders, and maybe you'll recall this, is the yes and, which is kind of improv theater of positivity, which is like whatever's happening right now, I'm going to say yes to it. What I'm hearing you say is, what if you got ahead of that even, to schedule some time so you had the right mindset going into the day, knowing that things are going to go sideways, and just trying to control that reaction you're going to have, because there's not a lot we can control right now. What we can control is our response to the things and our reactions.
Exactly. Yes.
I love it.
That's great.
Perfect. Well, Mara, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day, especially getting up early there on the West Coast.
Sure.
Please stay healthy. Thank you so much for sharing your studies and your talents with us. And people reach out. There's information in the about in our video. Mara, if you want, you can do the YouTube, and you can do the subscribe, comment, and like, and that'll take us out.
Below, you can hit the button to subscribe. Like this video if you thought it was helpful. Share. Copy the link. Post it in all your news feeds. Thank you for having me. This was fun, and maybe we'll do a part 2 on some other time.
I like it. The part 2, the return. I love it.
Okay.
Mara, thank you so much. This is not a snow day. Take care of yourselves, and take care of the people around you, everybody. Thank you so much.